YouTubers and Zippo lovers, today we're going to go over the difference between Zippo fluid versus Ronson fluid. And a lot of people I've seen videos out there, they are saying that there is no difference in the two, and I'm here to tell you that yes, actually there is a difference. Even though Zippo does own the company, it is not the same fluid in that bottle. And I'm going to tell you why, and I have emailed Zippo too, and I've talked to them, and I've got confirmation. And I'm going to tell you how this all became to be. And to start off, to know it, you got to know where it comes from. The chemical for lighter fluid is called Naphtha. It's Naphtha, and they use that in pipelines to push crude, heavy, thick oil through so it doesn't clog and things like that. And then they get it back in the refining process. And Zippo and Ronson, before Zippo bought Ronson, they used to use it. They would buy it after this, and then they would refine it in their own way and then sell it. And now you get the two different fluids in here. And then Zippo bought Ronson, and then Ronson still runs under their own entity, but it's smart for Zippo because now they own the competition. And this bottle here was $4, this one was $2, and there's 10 milliliters more in this one. So Zippo wouldn't be making any money by putting their premium fluid in the same bottle, you see? And just like how gas goes, you go to a gas station, you buy a certain gas from a certain gas station, you'll notice it's really good, it doesn't clog up your engine, anything like that, it's easy on the emissions, whatever. And then you go to another gas station, you buy the same gas, you're thinking same price, and you don't get as much mileage, and it clogs up your inner mechanics, everything like that. It's just, that's how it is, that there's always a better product and inferior product, and here you have that too. You have two separate products owned by the same company. They own the premium version, which is Zippo fluid, and they don't make a premium Ronson, they just have regular Ronson, and it's cheap. And a lot of people swear by Zippo fluid, and that's exactly why, because it's a better refined fuel for your lighter. It's just better. And like I said, I emailed Zippo and they also confirmed that. But now the Flints are the same. They're the exact same Flints now. But back in the day, they used to be different Flints. Now, if you remember, well, this is the Zippo one, so I'll grab the Ronson one. If you remember, back in the day, Ronson used to come in a little like square with the circle in it, and every slot had a Flint in it. And then there'd be an open hole on the outside plastic, and you'd spin it to it, and then your Flint would come out, you'd drop it straight into your hole in the bottom case of your Zippo. Now, if any of the old timers remember what those Flints looked like back in the day, they were like the inside was like a black grayish Flint from like a Bic lighter, how you would see those Flints, like those cheap Flints. And those Flints are cheap. If you spark that on a piece of wood, and then you spark pieces of a Zippo Flint on a piece of wood, there'll be better burn marks on the wood from the Zippo because it's a better striking thing. And the Flints and those Bic lighters are very cheap, very powdery, they leave a lot of black soot and dust. And that's why they don't want you to use them in Zippos, because they clog up all that. They can clog your wheel up, they can clog that hole up where the Flint comes up through. And that's why you got to use Zippo Flints, because they're a lot cleaner to use. But the thing is, the Zippo Flints actually don't last as long. A Zippo Flint only lasts me a month, whereas if those cheap ones, they actually last me a little longer, a month and a half or so, or even more. But anyways, so the Ronson Flints, if anybody remembers, they used to be those black grayish cheap ones, but they had a red coating on the outside of them. And I was trying to think of where I can find these Flints. I couldn't find them anymore. But I was going through my Zippo collection. I had an old Zippo, and I look on the bottom of the wheel, and there it was, red. It is a fragment. I'm going to get it out here for you. It is a fragment of the old Flints, of the old style Ronson Flint. That is an old Ronson Flint that they do not make anymore. It has the red coating. And I was using it in a Zippo. It's about halfway used. I would probably just put it away or whatever. And that is the truth between the fluids and the Flints. But now the Flints are virtually the same. They are basically identical. As you can see here, there is no difference in them. So I hope that clears everything up for everybody about the about the fluids and the real reasons why and the actual facts of why it is two separate fluids in those bottles, and the Zippo fluid is better than the Ronson. And I personally believe that too, because I find the smell isn't as strong and the taste isn't as strong. And I use the Zippo every day for everything. And it's not as strong. The Ronson, it just goes too far. It just goes. I notice the smell stronger, and I notice the taste on my cigarettes is like a few puffs in. Where is when I like this, it's not as bad as the smell, and I only got it for the first puff, and I don't really taste it anymore. And it just seems to burn better, maybe even last a little longer in my Zippo. I always find too, like the Ronson, I'm always filling it quicker, and the Zippo, it's always lasting a little longer. You know what I mean? So that's just my input and what I found out and researched about the fluids, and I hope that really helped you guys. If you guys got any questions, comments, go ahead, feel free. And thanks a lot, guys, for watching. Take care. Have a good one. Until the next one, I'm going to have a video coming soon. I should be getting things back from Zippo, a Venetian Slim and a solid brass Slim that I asked them to replace with a regular size because I didn't want the Slim. So we'll see if they do good on that. And I'm going to have some more videos about some other things about Zippos. And I'll see you when the time comes. You guys take care. I hope that helped.